Hi, and welcome to our Simi Valley Pickleball podcast number 11. It's been a while because Flo has been sick. So what's today's podcast about, Flo? She had a big idea.
Well, today's podcast is about the real truth about how people feel when they can't play pickleball. And when I say the real truth, for me, I've gone through so many stages since I haven't been able to play, and I don't really know what I really believe, in the sense that, I say it's just pickleball, it's not real life, although I'm sure it's a lot of people's real life, but it's not my real life, but it's a huge part of my life, which I think I tried to deny. So I'm really talking to you guys to kind of get some feedback from you to see how you guys really feel when you can't play. Whether you're injured, whether you have an illness, whether it's been windy for a while and you can't play. I'm real curious as to how you guys have handled this. So real quick, for those of you that don't know, 5 months ago, my back went out. It was, the doctors couldn't figure, is it a hematoma? Is it a bulged disc? They scared me with I had to have surgery. And then I couldn't get an epidural because they couldn't figure out what was the real problem. But finally, maybe about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I got the all clear in my back that it really was a hematoma, possibly from a fender bender. They're not really sure. And I was all clear to play pickleball. And then although I did have some nerve damage, but then I started having, as I call it, this weird stuff. I don't really understand it in the lower region of my body that I think is a nerve problem. And I've spent, 4 weeks bedridden, other than going to doctor appointments. And I have to, give this guy credit here. He's been amazing. My daughter's been amazing. My family's been amazing. And my friends in trying to help me. ER visits. The other night before my birthday, I ended up in ER with a physical and mental breakdown. And it was scary. And so I had to get on narcotics. I have fought narcotics for a long time because they don't do well, but I'm on narcotics, and actually they're helping me a little. It hasn't solved the problem. We're still figuring it out. Okay, there's that. There's the problem. So I want to know, in the beginning for me, when my back went out, it was sort of like, okay, it's my back. I've dealt with a broken wrist. I've dealt with a knee replacement. I'm a pretty good patient. I do what it takes to get back. But, the whole time I'm not playing, I'm happy for my friends. I want to say that because I'm a good person. I'm happy for my friends. But then I, would go watch and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I could play. Although in the back of my head, I knew it would happen soon. With this latest, whatever this is, the fear is, I don't know if I'm going to play again. And beyond that, the fear is, I don't know if I'm going to be getting back to regular life. So I'm curious what stages you guys go through. I looked up the 5 stages of grief, and it was kind of like what I felt with pickleball. Denial, like, oh, this can't be happening to me. Anger, pissed off that whatever happened. Depression, and I'm talking pickleball. Real life too, but right now I'm talking pickleball. Bargaining, if I get any better, I won't go play pickleball 5 days a week. I had already cut down on tournaments, so that wasn't going to be so much of a problem. And then the last stage is acceptance. Okay, so maybe if I never can play pickleball, that may never happen. But that doesn't sit well with me. And I have wondered about other people. I know other people that I started out pickleball with, and I remember early on there was a player, super good player, and she had, I believe, a neck problem, and she couldn't play anymore, and I used to like feel bad, like, oh my gosh, I know she loved playing. I mean, she managed to find other things that she liked to do, but I never thought that that could happen to me. And I never thought that I would have to be in a position to find other things to do. Now, of course, when you're in debilitating pain, it doesn't matter. You can't do anything. You can't wash your dishes. You can't cook a meal. You can't wash clothes. That's been my problem for a while. But this is the big thing. Pickleball, to us pickleball players, no matter what level you are, 2.5, 4.0, pro level, it is an addiction, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It is it's something where, or anyway, for me, I've said to myself over and over, oh, it's okay, you know, I don't have to play, but it's not true. It's not true. Number one, I want to get better for my family, my health, all that kind of stuff. But I want to get back to pickleball, and I feel like I'm lying to myself when I say, oh, if I don't ever play, it's okay.
When I saw you go through two stages. When you first got hurt, you were still ambulatory and getting around. You just couldn't play. You would go for walks, and you would talk about pickleball like, you know, I kind of miss it, but I really don't want to miss it. You know, it's okay. I'm learning how to do other things. Then when you were in pain, you were going, pickleballs, I don't care at all about pickleball. It's number 8 on my list. I got to get healthy. That's the main thing. So the other thing that I wanted to bring up was what we learned out of this experience with pain is if you have a condition that is rare, you probably will get let down by the current system of medicine because the current HMOs don't really have experience with rare conditions. So you end up having to go outside. And that's been an eye-opener for us. And I guess if I'd known earlier, I would have gone outside of the network faster. We just kept trusting them, hoping that they would figure it out. But unfortunately, it's beyond their expertise. They don't see this enough to have figured it out. And they don't even have a program to put us outside automatically. They should, with all the money they spent with us in the emergency room, we were there a dozen times. They should have sent us out after 3 or 4 and said, we don't know this, let's put you to somebody that does. But that would have been them taking responsibility for not knowing it. I don't know that they are willing to do that. They don't have a program for that. So we're going outside, we're going to have to spend our own money and try to get reimbursed. So that's kind of the big learning thing from this.
Yeah, it's a big learning process. Right, though, when I'm in that despondent pain, I'm not thinking of pickleball. But when I start to feel a little bit better, then I think about it. And I just, pickleball friends, they're so wonderful. I've got flowers, balloons, cards, a drive-by for my birthday. I was like half out of my mind with pain, and my friends are driving by, and they all keep texting me or calling me and keeping me in their thoughts. And it's so cool because these are not people you grew up with. These are later friends. These are friends you met through pickleball, and that so means a lot to me. And even though I wasn't responsive back, and I would try to text back, but I couldn't talk, and I would try to watch you guys on Facebook. And in the beginning, I was very happy to see you guys, all your life events, not just pickleball. And then after a while, or for me, literally laying in bed because any kind of movement was just excruciating. And so then I didn't want to look at Facebook anymore. And then I felt guilty because I was missing people's birthdays and missing their fun times. So again, this whole point of this was, is this just me, or how do you guys deal with those of you that have been out of pickleball for an injury or illness? Do you learn to accept it? I know some of the older players my age, or a little bit older than me, have some issues that they really can't play anymore. And I remember always going, oh, just come and try, oh, just come, not realizing that it's really difficult. Like when you're in this place, when people say, or just come watch. I tried to come watch one time, that was fine, but I don't want to be that person. I want to be that person that every time sees someone on playing pickleball is excited and super happy. And I am, but I don't want to be envious that I'm not out there. And I don't know if that's just a natural human reaction. I want Todd to play pickleball. You know, this poor guy's been literally taking care of me. He doesn't shower me, but he has to watch me shower so I don't fall from whatever different medication that they've tried, although this time I think I have the right cocktail.
And that's not all bad.
I lost 10 pounds. That's not,
all bad. Not all bad.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. But I put back about 3 pounds because I don't like being that thin. I'm afraid of losing my muscle mass. I'm afraid when I go back, everyone's ass that I used to make fun of that I kicked, they're going to just kick my ass. But I hope I get back. You know, that's the scary part. Whatever this thing that we got to figure out, I hope I get back. So, again, it was more like, what's your truth? What is your honest truth? Are you people that go, oh, you know, I have good thoughts that I'll get back and I'll get back in a timely manner? Does anyone ever think, oh, I may not play again, and does it depress them? And I think most of everybody has, of course, have lives outside of pickleball. But pickleball was like 20, 25 hours a week of my life, and I just miss it. I just miss you guys. I miss pickleball. I want to get back and
mix it up.
And again, this is more. I would love your feedback on this.
Now, how do you want them to contact you?
I don't know. You guys can text me. You could do. I don't know.
They can go to Simi Pickleball Podcast at yahoo.com.
Yeah, you can do that. You can. You guys have got back to us with other stuff. I mean, but you know, and maybe I'm gonna keep saying crazy one because they kind of thought I was crazy and had to have a psych eval, but I was really just despondent with pain. You know, my pain is a little better and I'm feeling better. So I think that's really it. I want to know how you guys deal with this. And just tell you guys that I really super miss you, and I hope to be playing again.
Well, and two, for me, as I get older, I am less likely to make a date to play. I've played tennis throughout my life. Okay, we'll meet in a week. I'll be there. And I'm always there. Now, I have this little stupid thing in my foot. So now I can't, and I've got this person I have to take care of. So now I'm not committing. Now, open play is wonderful, right? Because I can go and not have committed to anybody. But more and more people are starting to find private courts and asking for commitments, and I can't now. And even if when you're better, still there's a possibility that some little thing could come up and I can't make it. So just know that when you invite older players,
I'm 67 now.
That it's wonderful to be with younger people, but you know, there's maybe more of a chance that they might cancel. So don't tell anybody, because I still want invites.
Yeah. So okay. So that's it. Tried to make this short and sweet. Next time we'll have we may be doing Jerry's cribbage group, as long as I'm feeling okay. But anyway, love you guys.
See you guys.
See you guys.